Manish Mehta, LLB, CA, CS, IRP. Taxable person. Under UAE Corporate Tax. Assisted by CA Dishant Arora. B.com, H, M.com CA. Table of Contents.
Our topics: taxable person, resident person, non-resident person, permanent establishment, stated sourced income, corporate tax base. Examples:
Why determination of taxable person is important. It is important to determine who is a taxable person under the UAE corporate tax law because corporate tax is to be paid by a person recognized as a taxable person. If a person is not a taxable person, then the provisions of the UAE CT law will not apply to it. Who is taxable person under the UAE corporate tax law? A person on whom the provisions of the UAE CT law are applicable and who is liable to pay corporate tax under the law is referred to as a taxable person. Taxable person. Resident person. A resident is one who. Natural person undertaking business activity in UAE. Juridical person that is incorporated/established in UAE. A juridical person that is incorporated/established in foreign jurisdiction but is controlled and managed in UAE. Any such other person as may be prescribed by the Cabinet. Please explain who is natural person? A natural person who is performing a business activity in the UAE. Juridical person. A juridical person shall include persons which is incorporated, recognized, or established under the applicable law of the state, including a free zone person, which is incorporated, recognized, or established under the applicable law of a foreign jurisdiction but it is managed and controlled in UAE. The Cabinet can determine any other such persons. Non-resident person. Non-resident person. Under the UAE CT law, a juridical person shall be considered a non-resident person if it is incorporated or established in a foreign jurisdiction and is effectively managed and controlled outside the territory of UAE. A non-resident person will also be subject to corporate tax in UAE even though it is not incorporated in the UAE or is not controlled or managed in UAE. Determining effectively managed and controlled under the UAE CT law. In order to determine the jurisdiction in which a juridical person is effectively managed and controlled, the place where strategic decisions are taken by key decision makers, such as the board of directors of a corporate entity, will be taken into account along with other mitigating facts and circumstances. Non-resident person. A non-resident person is a person who is not considered a resident in UAE and has a permanent establishment, Article 14, in the UAE. Derived state-sourced income, Article 13. Has a nexus, i.e. connection, in the UAE. Permanent establishment, PE. The permanent establishment for non-resident will be a fixed or permanent place where activities are undertaken. A place where a person on behalf of the non-resident habitually exercises authority to conduct business. There exists a nexus, i.e. connection, in the state as per the decision of the Cabinet. A fixed or permanent place in the UAE includes fixed or permanent place in the UAE excludes if non-resident person solely used for state-sourced income. Income shall considered stated sourced income in any of the following instances. Derived from a resident person. Derived from a non-resident person having permanent establishment in UAE. Accrued in or derived from activities performed in UAE. Assets located in UAE. Services performed in the UAE. Examples of state-sourced income. Income from the sale of goods in the UAE. Income from service rendered in the UAE. Income from movable or immovable property in the UAE. Interests that meet any of the below conditions. Loan is secured by movable/immovable property. The borrower is a resident person. The borrower is a government entity. Corporate tax base. The corporate tax base of a state refers to the revenue or assets on which the federal tax authority can impose corporate tax under the UAE CT law. For resident. Juridical resident. A juridical resident will be taxed on the taxable income derived from UAE or outside UAE. Natural resident. A natural person who is a resident will be taxed on his taxable income which he derives from UAE or outside UAE, but only in relation to the business or business activity undertaken by the natural person in the UAE. For non-resident. A non-resident's taxable income shall include income derived from will have its corporate base as follows. Its PE, the taxable income that is attributable to the PE in the UAE. Its state-sourced income, the taxable income not attributable to PE in the UAE. Its business nexus or connection to the UAE, the taxable income which is attributable to the nexus of the non-resident in the UAE as per the Cabinet's decision. Example 01. ABC LLC is a company based out of UAE. The company is into engineering and project consulting. The company has subsidiary in Singapore and a project office in India. Details of income earned during the year under review is as below. Total taxable income of ABC LLC is 15 million. It exclude because it is subsidiary company located in Singapore. Example 02. Mr. ABC is a resident of UAE. During the year under review, he earns following income. It exclude because it not related to business activity in UAE. Taxable income of Mr. ABC is 5.25 million, 3 plus 1 plus 1.25 million. Thank you.